Hi everyone, this is Freeman and I'm gonna play a demo game of Death Angel using just the base game, that means no expansions. As you can see, I'm ready shuffling the location cards to build the location deck. And that's gonna be it. Alright, so we order the location cards and place them under the void lock. Now we randomly pick 3 Space Marine teams, which are gonna be, for instance, this one, which is the blue team, this one, which is the purple team, and this one, which is the yellow team. Alright, so now we pick the matching Space Marine cards. We've got the yellow team, Brother Gariel and Brother Claudio, and their actions: support, move, and attack. Now we've got the blue team, which are Sergeant Lorenzo and Brother Dino, and their actions: support, move, and attack. And finally the purple team, which are Brother Zyle the Flamer, I love him, and Brother Omnio, and their actions: support, move, and attack. Perfect. So we give a quick shuffle to the Space Marine cards. I'll count to 3 and then deal them. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. So we've got Brother Omnio on top. Next is Brother Claudio, followed by Brother Dino, then Sergeant Lorenzo, next Brother Zyle, and last at the bottom Brother Goriel. Okay, we shuffle the event deck and we draw 1 event card for the initial spawn, which is gonna be Quick Instincts. So bad luck, major spawn on the red terrain, and a major spawn on the orange terrain. And that's it. So it's time to select our actions, which are gonna be I'm gonna play blue attack, then yellow support, and purple movement. And let's see what happens. So I'll resolve the actions in order. First is yellow support. I'll support Sergeant Lorenzo. Then comes purple movement. Then I'm gonna stay still with Brother Zyle and stay still with Brother Omnio. I don't want to change facing. And finally, I'm gonna activate the door with Brother Omnio. Now I'll activate the special ability of forward scouting and take a look at the next event card. That's the Chaos of Battle. Normally I don't mind drawing Chaos of Battle, but in this case that's going to be major issue because I'm not yet ready. So I'm gonna put it on the bottom, definitely. Alright. And finally, blue attack. Let's begin with Sergeant Lorenzo attacking in front of himself. He rolls a 2, that's the scar, perfect. I'll remove taunts. And now, thanks to the ability, I'll give a support token to Brother Dino, which in turn attacks in front of himself. He rolls a 4, that's a miss. And I'm gonna keep the result. Okay, defense rolls for Brother Dino. He has to roll 3 or higher. He rolls a 4, so he's safe. Now Sergeant Lorenzo, he rolls a 1, so he has to reroll. Otherwise he would be dead. And now he rolls a 3 and he's safe again. Perfect. Next event phase. Cleansing Flames. Choose the Space Marine and roll die. If you roll skulls, slay 2 Dino Steelers engage with him of your choice. The obvious choice is Brother Dino. He rolls a 3, which has a skull. Perfect. So I'll slay 2 Dino Steelers. Alright. And now I have 1 major spawn on the dark corner and 1 major spawn on the green terrain, which is perfect because Brother Zyle now can fire. Tanks move, this one moves down, and that's it. Okay, so actions. I'm gonna risk Claudio. Normally I don't like to resort that earlier to the heroic charge, but now I have to. So it's gonna be a yellow attack, blue movement, and the purple attack. So let's see what happens. I've got the blue movement first, so I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move up with Brother Dino, and I'm gonna move down with Sergeant Lorenzo. I don't want to risk the Flamer. I don't have any support token on the Flamer, so I'd rather lose Sergeant Lorenzo, even if he's a very good Marine, than Brother Zyle. Alright, now, time for the Intimidation ability. I'm going to activate the ability with Sergeant Lorenzo and risk. I roll a 0, so no Genius Stealers are shuffled into the blue pile. Even better, because that way the Flamer attack won't be wasted. And that's all for the yellow movement, so now comes the purple attack. Brother Omnio has no target in range, but Brother Zyle is going to attack here, this one. He rolls a 5, which is more than perfect. I remove those 2 Genius Stealers. Usually, as I advise, never find the Flamer as I did. So do what I say, not what I do. You'll have to put 1 support token at least, or Brother Zyle, but this time I had no choice. Alright, so yellow attack. Why bother attacking with Brother Goriel? I'll resort to the heroic charge with Brother Claudio and remove 3 Genius Stealers. Now I have to roll the die and see what happens. If I roll a 0, Brother Claudio would be slain. Alright, a 5. We were lucky, as I say. I usually don't risk him that early, but I had to. Alright, so event phase, Psychic Assault, wow, and I have to choose 1 Space Marine, roll a die. If I roll 0 or 1, that Marine will be slain. I choose Brother Omnio and see what happens. I roll 3, so Brother Omnio passes the roll. Now mine respawn from the red terrain and from the orange terrain. 1 blip left and 1 blip left. Will be traveling really soon. Okay. So tanks flank, but no tanks on the table. That's it. Perfect. That's gonna be a again purple movement, then a blue attack, and yellow support. So, yellow support, I'm going to support Sergeant Lorenzo. Purple movement, I'm going to move Brother Zyle, yeah, down. I don't like him down, but I can always redeploy him later with the yellow team. Now comes the activation. I'll activate the door with Brother Omnio, and now I pick the next event card, which is Ganjam. That's bad. I have 1 major spawn from the door, and I'll only receive 1 Genius Stealer instead of 2, and 1 minor spawn from the red terrain. Test move, that really doesn't matter. The effect is not a big deal. I'll have to just choose not to attack either with a green or purple team. I'm gonna keep the card. Oof, I could risk discarding the card and take another card, which will have 2 major spawns and a positive effect, but yeah, I'll discard the card anyway. Let's take a risk and discard the card and see if we can get a better effect. So, as I said, blue purple movement is done, activation of the door. Lead by example. Now blue team attacks. I begin with Brother Dino attacking here. He rolls a 5, he misses, so I'll have to reroll the shot. And now he rolls a 2, so that's a hit. And 1 support token goes to Sergeant Lorenzo, which in turn will attack the swarm in front of himself. Now he rolls a 0, he rerolls the... No, he won't reroll the attack. I'll keep both support tokens on him. So, defense roll. Sergeant Lorenzo against 1 Genius Stealer. He rolls a 2 and he passes the shot. The defense roll. Now event phase. Flanking maneuver. Every swarm that may flank shall do it. So this one flanks Lorenzo. Now minor spawn from the red terrain and minor spawn from the dark corner. And we're traveling. So I'll activate the door, remove those 2 tokens, and kill this Genius Stealer and this Genius Stealer. Now I'll just temporarily set apart the terrain, reveal the next location the Space Marines are traveling to, location number 2. That's the teleportarium. No doors on the teleportarium, so that's bad luck. Refill the blip pass, put in 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the left side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right side. Rearrange the terrain. That's corridor here, control panel here, and ventilation duct here. Dark corner over there. All right. If I'm not mistaken, 2, 4, 1, 4, perfect. And now, time for my actions. People usually activate the control panel as soon as they enter the teleportarium. I don't like it. I prefer to fight along the room, and I usually take fewer casualties and have better results entering the third location with a lot of support tokens than if I just activated the control panel and teleporting to the third location. All right, so that's gonna be the blue support counterattack. Then I'm gonna just redeploy the flamer with the yellow movement and support with the purple team. So let's solve the orders. First is blue support. I'll give a support token to Xyle. Then is the purple movement. I'll give another support token to I'll give it to Brother Dino in case just draw the event card stuck in the shadows, I think it is, that forced me to discard every support token from one Space Marine. That wouldn't be nice if I had to discard 2 support tokens from Xyle or 2 from Sergeant Lorenzo. So that's it. Now I could move one Swarm, but it's perfectly placed over there, so I don't want to move it. And finally, blue movement reorganize. I'm gonna move Brother Claudio instead of in the place of Brother Xyle. So I'll move Brother Claudio down and swap places with Xyle. And then I'm gonna move Brother Gorilla up and swap places with Brother Omnio. Changing facing. I don't want to change any facing in case I draw the chaos of battle. And that's gonna be it. So attack defense roll for Sergeant Lorenzo, which is counter-attacking. So he rolls a 3, that's his count, and he kills the single Genestealer attacking, single attacking Genestealer. So that's it. Event phase, the chaos of battle, perfect. So as you see, I have to change every Marine facing in case you don't remember the effect. So I had more or less the Space Marines facing right, left, right, left, right, left. So as you see, one chaos of battle really doesn't matter a lot. I was prepared for that. Perfect. Now, minor spawn from the red terrain and minor spawn from the control panel. All right. Heads move, so this head moves down. That's why you in general want to kill heads, the last icon, because in case you draw chaos of battle, even if you change facing, one swarm may move down, like in this case, and put itself in front of Sergeant Gideon, Sergeant Lorenzo, Brother Claudio, one Marine with 0-1 range, like in this case, Brother Xyle in front. All right. Perfect. So now actions. I'm gonna support with the yellow team. Then I'm gonna attack with the blue team. And I'm gonna just move with the purple team. In fact, I don't want to move, but I don't want to waste the flamer attack either. So I'll just play move in order to save the attack for the next round. Okay? Let's see what happens. So, defensive stance, 1 support token. Let's give it to Brother Dino. Now, purple movement. I'll just change facing with Brother Omnio. And that's gonna be it. I'll take a look at the next event card, which is there everywhere. Spawn 1 Genestealer from each Marine that is not engaged with the swarm. In fact, I love that card when there's only 1 or 2 blip left in the blip piles. In this case, this is one of the worst event cards in the event deck, and put it on the bottom. This is probably the second worst card in the deck, just only after Psychic Assault. And well, I was lucky scouting and we discarded. So next comes the blue attack. Let's begin with Sergeant Lorenzo attacking here. Why? Because I won a support token on Brother Dino to assure he kills the Gene Stealer behind Brother Zion. So Sergeant Lorenzo attacks here. He rolls a 4. He rerolls the shot. Now he rolls another 4, so he rerolls again. Now he rolls a 1. So that Gene Stealer is slain, and one support token goes to Brother Dino, who now is attacking this swarm. He rolls a 0, he rerolls. Now he rolls a 4, he rerolls again. And now he rolls the scouts. Slay that Gene Stealer, no defense roll, event phase. Outnumbered, that's perfect. Discard all support tokens from each Space Marine that is engaged with at least one swarm, so no swarm engaged, no discarding. Minor spawn from the dark corner and minor spawn from the ventilation duct. That's good. Claws flank, but we don't have any claws on the table, we're done. Alright. So, again, another good choice to attack with the purple team because we have no big swarm in front of the flamer, so that would be a waste. So they will be supporting. I will counter attack, so support with the blue team. And I'll just attack with the yellow team. Heroic charge, I don't want to use heroic charge. And let's see what happens. Alright, so first comes the counter attack. I'll give a support token to Sergeant Lorenzo. Then comes strategize. And I'll give another support token to Brother Zyle. And now I may move one swarm, and I'm going to move this swarm down. I'm taking the risk of taking a defense roll with Brother Zyle, but he has 2 support tokens on him. So I'd rather have this defense roll that one flanking Dino or in front of Goriel with no support tokens. Alright, so now comes the heroic charge. I won't activate the heroic charge with Brother Claudio. Instead, I'm going to attack with the Goriel here, standard attack. And he rolls a 5, he misses. Had him hit, that would have been wonderful, but no luck. So, defense rolls. Brother Zyle has to roll 2 or more. 0, he discards 1 support token and rerolls. Now he rolls 2, so he has passed the defense roll. And now Sergeant Lorenzo, which is counter-attacking, rolls a 2, scouts, and he kills the attacking swarm. Perfect. I spent 1 support token on Brother Zyle because Goriel missed, but you can have them all. Alright, next event phase. Resupply. Move every support token. Wow, that's perfect. To 1 Space Marine. So, I'll choose Brother Zyle to have every support token. Then Matrix spawn at the ventilation duct. Oh, bad luck. If we had been lucky, I would have drawn heads and then that swarm would have merged with this one, but no luck. And minus spawn from the control panel. Right? So now it's turn to take my actions. Time to take my actions. I'm gonna have this time the flamer attack. Then I'm gonna just yeah, sure. It's just the blue team attack and the yellow team support. So let's see what happens. Let's begin. The yellow team supports, and I'll give a support token to Brother Dino. Now the blue team attacks. I'll attack with Sergeant Lorenzo here. He rolls a 4, so that's a miss. Now Brother Dino attacks here. He rolls a 3, that's a hit. So I remove this Gene Stealer and give a support token to Brother Zyle, obviously. Now, Brother Zyle uses his flaming attack to attack this swarm up here. And he rolls a 5, more than enough. I remove those 2. Now defense roll. Brother Zion has to roll 2 or more, and he rolls another 5. Perfect. Nothing happens. Event card. For my battle brothers, so I have to. I'm forced. That's mandatory to discard 1 support token from Brother Zion, sadly, and discard 1 Gene Stealer engaged with him. Major spawn from the ventilation duct, and minor spawn from the dark corner, but we have run out of blips, so no minor spawn from the dark corner. We're lucky. Tails move, no tails, so we're traveling. I discard the remaining blips, put aside the terrain cards, and as you see, we came out of the teleportarium with no casualties and 4 support tokens. The Marines are more or less well placed. Let's see which is my next destination. The Generatorium, that's bad luck, no doors again. So if the 4th location is the Gene Stealer lair, we won't be traveling clear, but okay. So 5 blips on the left and right side, which leaves me with just 2 blips in the Gene Stealer deck. Now we rearrange the terrain. The 5th position, the dark corner. 1st position, the corridor. Ventilation duct here, and control panel here. Alright, I remind you the special ability of the Generatorium is if I activate this control panel, I have to roll a die with 1 Marine. If I roll scouts, I may kill up to 4 Gene Stealers. If I roll otherwise, that Space Marine is dead. And that's a very suicidal effect, as I always say. Alright, so actions. I'm gonna, let me think, that's not obvious. I'm gonna play Intimidation with the blue team, then Strategize with the purple team, and then I'm gonna play Heroic Charge again with the yellow team. That's it. So, let's resolve the actions. First is to Strategize. I'll give a support token to Brother Dino. And then I'm not gonna move this room. I like it where it is. Alright, blue movement, Intimidation. I don't want to move with either Marine. I'm gonna change facing with both Marines. And now it's time for the Intimidation roll. I roll 5, more than enough to reshuffle those 2 Gene Stealers into any blip pile because there's a tie. So I'll choose the blip pile on the left. And that's it. Right, so the yellow attack is wasted, but I'm more than happy. And event phase. For my battle brothers, no effect, because there are no Gene Stealers in the formation. Major spawn, perfect from the ventilation duct, and minor spawn from the dark corner. And now tails move, no tails. That's done. Actions again. Again, I'm gonna move with the purple team because I don't want to waste the attack. I'm gonna just attack with the I'm gonna counter attack with the blue team, sure, and I'm gonna support with the yellow team. The yellow team is not doing really a lot this game, but it's not because they are bad, they're excellent. It's really that I don't need them because I have everything under control. So I need the yellow team when something goes out of control. So defensive stance, I'll give a support token to Sergeant Lorenzo. Now counter attack, I'll give the support token to Sergeant Lorenzo again. And purple movement, I'll stay still. So I don't want to activate nor change in facing. I'll look at the next event card, and that's full scan. Which suits me perfectly because that means we're traveling next round, so I'll keep it. Okay, perfect. Now defense rolls. Brother Zion has to roll 2 or more. He rolls a 5. He's on fire. All that he rolls is 5, which for Sergeant Brother Zion is perfect. Now, Sergeant Lorenzo is counter-attacking, I remind you. So, a Skull, 1 Genius Stealer is killed, and the Swarm attacks again. And another Skull, more than perfect. Alright, we're done. Event phase. Oh, what a surprise. Look what I just drew. Full scan. So, I discard 1 blade pile. That's the effect of the card. I'll discard from the right blade pile. Now I've got Major Spawn from the ventilation duct and Major Spawn from the control panel, but I don't have any more blades to spawn, so that's absolutely perfect. Tanks move. This one moves up. That's a bit of an inconvenience, but that's all they do. And now Space Marines travel to the 4th location, which is gonna be... Oh, I was hoping for the Genius Stealer lair and have an epic showdown, but we've got the launch control room. Alright. That's probably the less exciting final location, but you can't always have the Genius Stealer there. So, I'll set apart the terrain cards. I'll refill the blade piles, put in 6 on each side, 1, 2. I'll reshuffle the Genius Stealer discard pile, discard deck, and just put 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6, and 6 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now the terrain cards. Again, control panel, dark corner, and the corridor comes here, and ventilation duct here. Now, I remind you the winning condition. I can activate the control panel and either put a support token here or roll a die. If I choose to roll a die and I roll equal or less than the number of support tokens on the launch control room card, I've won the game, which is, if you ask me, a pretty lame way of winning the game. Alright. So, as always, I can always slay every Genius Stealer in the formation and the blade piles and win anyway, which is what usually happens. So, actions. Yeah, Brother Claudio has not done a lot. I think it's time for him to die with the heroic charge. I'll just strategize with the purple team. Then I'll just attack with the yellow team, sorry. And finally, I'll attack with the blue team. And let's see what happens. So first is strategize. I'll put a support token on Brother Dino. And then I can move one swarm, and I'll move this swarm here. Right. Now comes the lead by example. So I'll attack with Brother Dino here. He rolls a 2. The die has not rolled a lot, but anyway, that's skulls. So I'll slay that Genius Stealer, and I will place a support token on Sergeant Lorenzo. Now Sergeant Lorenzo attacks in front of himself. He rolls a 5. That's a miss. You know what? I don't want to resort to the heroic charge, so I'll reroll the attack. Now he rolls a skull, so I'll slay tanks. That's gonna be it. I don't want to resort to the heroic charge with Brother Claudio just to remove that 1 Genius Stealer. That would be stupid. I risk a lot by having Claudio dying for just 1 Genius Stealer, when in fact he could have slain up to 3. Brother Gorilla has no target, so I will do nothing, and I'll take the defense roll with Sergeant Lorenzo. He rolls a 5 again. The die has not rolled out. I expect you don't think I'm cheating, or I have a special waist or hand to roll the die. This is artificial grass, so the die really does not bounce a lot. Okay. So, he passes the roll, and now it's the event phase. The swarm, that's gonna slow us a bit. So, the card instructs me to add 2 more blip piles to each, 2 more blips to each blip pile, sorry. And now I have 1 minor spawn on the control panel, 1 minor spawn on the dark corner. And now, tank's flank, but we don't have any tank on the formation. Okay, this is gonna be a bit long. I'm gonna try to, I don't like it, but I'm gonna try to just activate a little bit the control panel to see if I can win that way. So let's play the blue movement, then the purple movement again, in order to not waste the frame attack, and finally the yellow defensive stance. And let's see what happens. First comes the defensive stance, so I'll put a super token on Brother Goriel. Then comes the purple movement. I don't really want to move again. Well, in fact, I'm gonna move with the blue team after, so I will stay still and just take a look at the next event card, which is Out of Thin Air. Well, not really exciting, so let's just put it on the bottom. And now the blue team moves. I'll move down with Brother Dino, stay still with Sergeant Lorenzo, and have an intimidation roll, which is A3. I hope you were able to see it on the camera. So I have to take those two gene stealers and reshuffle onto the obviously left blip pile, which is a pile that has 3 and 3, 6, and 3 and well, that's 8. All right, so this blip pile. That's gonna be a long finale showdown, but I hope I got enough memory on the camera to record it. If I record more than half an hour, it will stop. So now it's time for the defense roll. Brother Goriel, which is on defensive stance, has to roll. He rolls a 1, so I'll have to discard 1 super token, and anything but a 0 will save him. And now he rolls a 5, so he's safe anyway without triggering defensive stance. Perfect. Next event card is Temporary Sanctuary. Choose one storm and reshuffle it into the smallest blip pile. 3. Now the smallest blip, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now there's a tie, so I'll choose the left blip pile. Yeah, I'll choose this blip pile. I didn't activate the control panel with Brother Dino, by the way. I forgot. But I could do it now and place 1 super token on the launch control room. That's not a big deal. It's not cheating. And now Temporary Sanctuary, Major Spawn on the red terrain, and Major Spawn on the orange terrain. Now close move. This swarm moves down. This swarm stays still. It contains no claws. All right. Now it's time for a flame attack finally. So flame attack. Let's play the blue attack again, and finally the yeah, sure, yellow movement. Sure. I was lucky. I reached the half an hour duration for the record tape I was talking about early. And it was not in the middle of any fight or rolling or anything like that. I was saying that I'll just move with the with the yellow team. So I can continue. I hope this will be over soon. And let's resolve the order. So first is the yellow move. I will move Brother Claudio up and swap places with Sergeant Lorenzo. And now I will move Brother Goriel to Brothers Dino's position. I don't want to change facing with neither Marine. And I'll activate the control panel with Brother Goriel, again placing another super token on the launch control room. And now time for the blue attack, lead by example. So I'll begin with Brother Dino attacking here. He rolls a 1, that's his card. Wow, perfect. I'll remove close. And now I'll give a super token to Sergeant Lorenzo. Now Sergeant Lorenzo attacks in front of himself. He rolls a 3, that's his card again, perfect. And finally the flamer attack, which is absolutely wasted. Brother Zyle attacks in front of himself. He rolls a 1. So, you know what? I could spend a support token just to reroll the shot and have more support tokens to place on the launch control room. but I'd rather win by slaying every gene stealer in the formation, and that will be even more epic. So, one reroll, I'll slay that one gene stealer, and take the defense roll with Sergeant Lorenzo. He rolls a 5. Alright. Next event phase. Secret route. If there's a door, I place 2 support tokens on it, but there's no door. So Major is found from the orange terrain, the dark corner. And Major is found from the corridor. Now close move, but we have no close, so no movement. And alright. Again, let's resort to the heroic charge. Blue movement, intimidation, and strategize. Now, you know what? Instead of intimidation, I'm gonna select counterattack, strategize, and instead of heroic charge, I'm gonna choose defensive stance. So that's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit better. Yeah. So defensive stance. I will give a support token. No support token. So again, bad call. I'll correct my mistake and select heroic charge. So let's begin by counterattack. No support token, but the thing that mattered was that Sergeant Lorenzo is now counterattacking. Strategize, no support token, but I'll move this swarm up. And finally, heroic charge. I will attack with Brother Goriel here. He rolls a 2, that's a skull, so perfect. And I could resort now to the heroic charge, but in fact, I don't want to. I'd rather have the attack. So, a defense roll, Brother Dino. He rolls a 1, he has to roll. Again, he rolls a 3, so he has passed the defense roll. Sergeant Lorenzo, which is counter-attacking, rolls a 2, scouts, so I'll slay heads. The Swarms attacks again, and he rolls a 5. I'm gonna have him reroll the attack. He rolls a 0, I have to reroll again. Now he rolls another 0, he has to reroll again. Now he rolls another 0, and he's slain! Incredible! Alright, the formation shifts. See, I could have kept the first 5, but I wanted to free up support tokens, so I didn't expect him to roll 3 zeros in a row. But these things happen, so don't cry, expect them, and let's hope I'll draw Rescue Space Marine. So, event phase, full scan, choose 1 blip pile and discard 1 blip. I'll choose the right blip pile to discard 1 blip. Now Major spawn on the terrain, and Minor spawn and Major 2 at the control panel. Alright. Tags move, meaning this swarm moves up, and that's it. Perfect. So, again, actions. I'm gonna just have the defensive stance with the yellow team, the lead by example attack with the blue team, and the flamer attack. Yeah, why not? So, let's see what happens. Defensive stance, I'll put a support token on Brother Claudio. Then, lead by example, Brother Dino attacks in front of himself. He rolls a 5, so I'll reroll. Now he rolls a 2, that's a hit, and 1 free support token goes to Brother Claudio. Finally, purple attack. Let's begin with Brother Omnio attacking here. He rolls a 0, he misses. Now Brother Zal attacks here. He rolls a 5, again, he's the man. And he slays those 2 gene stealers. And now defense roll. Brother Claudio is on defensive stance, I remind you. Wow, incredible. First roll is a 5, so he doesn't even need to trigger defensive stance. There were 4 gene stealers in front of him, only the 5 could save him, and he has rolled a 5. So, event phase. That's surrounded. Choose a Space Marine, move 4 Gene Stealers from every position to the chosen Space Marine's position. Do not change their side. Too bad. I'm gonna just have yeah, Brother Omnia's position, and now spawns. Minor spawn from the red terrain, and that's all from the right side. A minor spawn from the dark corner. 1 Gene Steer, no movement, so that's it. And now it's a turn for our actions. I'm gonna activate the heroic charge this time. I'm gonna activate the counterattack with the blue team. And I'm gonna move with the purple team. I still expect to draw a Rescue Space Marine and have Sergeant Lorenzo back. He deserves it. Let's see what happens. So, counterattack, used it to place 1 super token on Brother Omnio. Now comes the forward scouting. I'll move Brother Omnio, I'll move Brother Zyle down. I'll turn around with Brother Omnio, and finally I'll activate the control panel with Brother Zyle, placing another super token on the launch control room card. And now yellow attack. Let's begin with Brother Gorilla attacking here. He rolls a 5, he misses. Now Brother Claudio has to resort to the heroic charge, slaying those 3 heads. And now time to roll to see if Brother Claudio I forgot to look at the next event card after purple move. That's Reward of Faith. I'm gonna discard it just to accelerate the pace for an incoming Rescue Space Marine. And now the heroic charge. So I rolled to see if Brother Claudio dies or not. He rolls a 3, so he survives. And defense rolls. Brother Dino first. He rolls a 3, he survives. Brother Omnia now has to roll 3 or more. He rolls a 2, so he has to reroll. And I fear we're gonna lose him. Rolls 2, and as I feared, he's slain. Alright. So next event phase is evasion. When a player attacks next round with 1 team, only 1 Marine from that team may attack. Alright. So let's choose defensive stance with the yellow team. Then I forget the spawns. Minor spawn from the control panel, and no more spawns from the left side, no more blips. Alright, heads flank, we have 1 head here flanking, and that's all. And now actions. As I said, defensive stance from the yellow team, then it's gonna be strategize from the purple team, and finally it's gonna be the blue attack. Lead by example. So, let's see what happens. Defensive stance, I'll give 1 super token to Brother Claudio. Then, to Brother Dino. Then comes strategize. I give 1 super token to Brother Dino again. Yep. And now I'll move this swarm here. Now comes the lead by example ability with Brother Dino. I'll attack in front of Brother Zyle. And I'll roll a 0, so I'll reroll. Now he rolls a 3, that's a skull, so I'll slay this swarm, and I'll give 1 super token to Brother, why not? To Brother Claudio again. I don't want to lose him. So, defense roll, Brother Dino rolls a 4, he survives. Brother Claudio, which is on defensive stance, rolls a 0, has to roll again, and now everything but a 0 will save him. Now he rolls a 5, he's saved. Next event card, out of thin air, choose a Space Marine, spawn 2 Gene Stealers behind him. And that's cool, because we have no Gene Stealers here, so we have to fulfill as much as we can the triggering condition. That means we have to spawn from this side, meaning that I'm forced to spawn behind Brother Claudio because he's the only 1 Marine giving his back to the left side. Now, close flank, we don't have any clones, we're done. I still want to draw Rescue Space Marine So, in order to do so, I'm gonna just move with the Xyle. Then I'm gonna use Intimidation with Brother Dino and attack with the Heroic Charge. And let's see what happens. So, first action is forward scouting. I'm just gonna stay still with Brother Xyle, and I'm gonna activate the control panel, placing another support token here. And now I'm gonna take a look at the next event card, which is the Swarm. Wow, the only one card that I couldn't afford to draw, so let's put him on the bottom. Now comes the Intimidation ability. I'll stay still with Brother Dino and roll to see if I can reshuffle one Gene Stealer. That's a 3, so I'll get to put this Gene Stealer into this blue pile. And now comes the yellow attack. I'll attack with Brother Gorilla here. He rolls a 5, so he misses. That forces me to trigger the Heroic Charge again with Brother Claudio. If he dies, it's going to be a pain. Let's see what happens. Heroic Charge roll. He rolls a 4, so he survives again. And next event phase is second win, choose 1 Marine. If he rolls a 0 when defending, the attack misses. I'm going to choose Brother Xyle. Incredible. And now I spawn the only one left Gene Stealer in front of Brother Xyle. Tags move, no time, that's all I can spawn, that's it. I'll choose Powerful Move. No, the purple team just moved, so I'm going to choose Strategize. Then I'm going to choose Defensive Stance. And just lead by example, so I'll resolve the orders. First comes Defensive Stance, no support tokens. Then Strategize, no support tokens, I'll move this Swarm here. And now Brother Dino has no target to attack. Let's take the defense roll. Brother Claudio is on defensive stance. He rolls on 5, no need for the defensive stance. Next event card. Come on, it's Rescue Space Marine. So Sergeant Lorenzo comes back from the dead and he's ready to play. Okay, no spawns, no movement because claws move. And now it is my final turn, and I think Sergeant Lorenzo deserves the honor to be the one that deals the lethal blow. So I'm gonna just move with the yellow team, have counterattack, and for reasons forward scouting with Brother Xyle. Let's see what happens. Reorganize. I'll swap positions for the Claudio for Sergeant Lorenzo. Forward scouting. I'll do nothing. Take a look at the next event card. Alright, we'll keep it on top. And now comes the final roll. Sergeant Lorenzo's counter-attacking defense roll, and he rolls a 3. So that's his count. He slays the last one Gene Stealer, and Space Marines have won the game. I have lost Brother Omnio, which I hate. But anyway, I brought Sergeant Lorenzo from the dead, and I hope you've enjoyed the match, the game. Thanks for watching.